feel like I've heard this somewhere.
Probably everywhere. It comes standard.
A game show or something.
I don't know. All right, everybody, welcome back to an edition. Welcome back to just, Ambition Alcove. So today it's going to be me and my wife yet again, 2 episodes in a row.
Woo-woo.
Crazy. But, I had a couple things scheduled for this podcast, but they didn't end up unfolding, just due to scheduling. So here, Em and I are a day late and $1 short, coming to you Thursday. Anyway, usually we try to upload on Wednesdays. That's kind of our goal. Today, Wednesday did not work out. Today is Wednesday.
Right.
And we're filming this.
Yeah.
So that means you're not going to see it until today. Which is tomorrow.
Right.
And today, I say today because you're watching it right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we all know why you're here. We all know why you're here because of the title, probably my Instagram. And so I'm going to just let you guys know I am going to get to that story immediately, but we have some preliminaries, some formalities we have to do. We are running an established show here. We have 3 episodes already, so
I know.
We're established.
Yes.
We're on YouTube Music and Spotify.
Spotify's a big
We're
one.
the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're the real deal.
Yep.
And so anyway, I just want a disclaimer. If you haven't listened to our intro episode, the kind of idea of the podcast is to talk about business, things, photography, things, video, things, weddings, just kind of stuff that we do, just kind of what we're just going to talk about, usually kind of what's going on in our lives that has to do with what we do. And usually that is, regarding photography or business or mindset, something like that. Today is going to be more of a casual episode. We're just going to talk about some things happening in our lives because we have some big changes happening. We have some new stuff. First of all, this is my wife, Emma. You've already seen her. She's pregnant. I don't know if you can tell.
I don't know if you're...
Probably not.
Right there.
I'm going to stop right there before I go any further. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh.
Anyway. So Emma's pregnant. Somehow that happened. Don't take that out of context. But we are... It seems like everybody's pregnant right now.
Yeah.
And again, I promise I'm going to get to the story. Why you clicked this video. I'm not going to wait till the end to say it. But I just want to let you guys know Emma's pregnant and she burnt her head.
Oh, yeah, with a curling iron.
For those of you watching on video, very visibly, can you see that? Anyway,
it's pretty bad.
So here we go. You've all come here for this story.
I'm ready.
So today I had a drone shoot and so we do real estate photography. We do stuff like that. A lot of times I'm an FAA licensed drone pilot and I went out to go do a drone shoot for one of my clients and it was out by 95. It was out by 95 here in Vero Beach, Florida. It was a vacant land. It was a vacant piece of land. And so basically the neighbor pulled a gun on us. So anyway, so what happened was we were driving up to this shoot. It was kind of in a weird area. They probably don't get a lot of stray folk around there. Not a lot of solicitors or anything of that sort. It's kind of like
it's a little hidden.
It wasn't like a ghetto area. I mean, I could see how someone might consider it kind of a ghetto area, but it wasn't the suburbs,
right?
But it also wasn't the 6
Yeah.
Whatever that is. I don't know what the 6 is, but I hear a lot of rappers talk about it. So, but I would not equate this area to that. It was very, I was caught very off guard by the situation.
Right.
So,
and we've also been there a couple of times
I
before
have been
too.
there.
So for
and I've
other
made it out
drone
alive.
shoots,
Yeah, we've been there before and we've made it out alive successfully.
Yeah.
Many times.
No complications or anything
So,
like that.
anyway, we drive up to this shoot, and I'm just doing things as normal. So normally when I fly my drone, you know, anybody, if you work for the FAA, this is not true. But if you don't work for the FAA, this is true. I usually open up my sunroof and I just throw my drone on top of my car, shut the sunroof, fly the drone, take my pictures, land it
Right.
through the sunroof, not through the sunroof, but on the sunroof.
On the sunroof.
And then when I open my sunroof, it kind of just falls in my car.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna do that. That was my plan. I was like, business as usual.
Right.
But this time, so my sister wanted to go to lunch afterwards. We didn't end up going to lunch, unfortunately. But anyway, so my sister wanted to go to lunch. I was like, I have this drone shoot. You can ride with me. We'll do that, and then we'll go to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so my sister was with us, and I have my pregnant wife in the car in the passenger seat, and yeah, so we pull up to this vacant land. Across from the vacant land is a home, and we're not on his property. We're just on the other side of this road. Like if we were on anybody's property, it'd be whoever owns the vacant land. We're not in this guy's yard, you know, because I could understand there's always something weird that happens whenever I do aerial photography where people like, they get weird. I don't know what it is.
They're very weird when the drone comes out, I feel like they're really scared and like,
I don't know.
There's something uncomfortable about a drone to most of the people for some reason.
People either love it or hate it.
Right.
If I fly the drone, I either get a group of people around me like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Cameras that fly, that's amazing. When did that happen?
Right.
So it's either that or it's, you can't fly here. This is a public park. I'm like, all right, buddy. Sorry, but this is in the air.
Right. Yeah.
This isn't on the ground. And I don't think that the state of Florida has a problem with me occupying this airspace that's only like 400 feet above you. Like it's, you know, but some people, I don't know if it's a privacy thing, but they think you're kind of like invading on their privacy. Maybe they think it's loud. I don't know. But sometimes people hate it. And I think this was one of those people.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I don't know what he thought he was doing. I think somebody might want to kill this man because when we pulled up, this guy was like really scared to approach my car because usually usually I sit in my car when I do drone stuff, and usually if someone's got a problem with me flying a drone, they'll approach me,
right?
You know, and we can like talk about it and just be like, I'm working.
Right.
I'm supposed to be here.
It did look like he was thinking about it. And then like he came out and I was like, oh, I think he's going to come talk to us, you know? Like most of the time they do. Like you just said, you tell him what's going on. But yeah, then he went back inside. Yeah,
so it was weird. He sees us, comes outside. I'm not paying attention to him because, you know, as I said, I was like, this is business as usual. I do this all the time. I'm not thinking about it. My brain's on autopilot. I'm just doing, it's muscle memory. Most of the time when I'm operating my drone, unless you're like near my car, I don't know what's going on. You know, obviously in my peripheral vision, I can see like, you know, but if you're past my peripheral vision and I'm flying my drone, no idea what's going on in the world around me. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, yeah. Where was I? Yeah, so this guy comes out. I'm not paying attention, but my sister McKenna is like, yo, this guy's being weird. You know, I guess he had a shirt off, which is cool, but I'm not against people having their shirts off. But, like, I don't know why I felt like I had to say that. Anyway, I just feel like it adds to the situation. Yeah. You're like, of course, it's a guy with his shirt off.
It gives a visual.
Nobody, I can say this, nobody has ever pulled a gun on me with their shirt on. Only one person has pulled a gun on me.
This guy.
This guy who happened to have a shirt off. But nobody has ever pulled their guns on me whilst wearing a shirt. So I think we might have a demographic here.
Oh, no.
But shirtless men. Anyway. Listen, if you're not ripped, keep your shirt on. I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to be insecure. Anyway, so this guy comes out, shirt off. I don't see him. He's like he's probably not 1,000 feet away, but this dude's house is not by the road.
Right.
Like he has a yard.
Yeah.
So I'm on the other side of the road. Then there's the whatever that space is between the road and the ditch, and then there's his entire yard, and then there's him at his front door. That's like gotta be at least 500 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 500 feet away from this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at him.
Right.
He comes out, and I think he might be trying to motion to us, like, you know, that he's kind of unsatisfied with our presence. And I don't see it, but my sister does. And so she's like kind of watching him. This guy goes into his house, opens his window, and starts loading his assault rifle through the window. Now that I think back at this, I'm like, oh my God, this guy could have been like setting up to snipe us from his freaking living room window. Yeah. And I had no idea. Like, what in the world? Anyway, he does that. My sister's like, Jake, this guy's loading a gun right now. And then I'm like, you know, I've grown up with this female. I am married to this one. I'm like, y'all can be dramatic sometimes. And so I'm like, no, he's not. He's not loading a gun. That is the wildest thing I've ever heard. I was like, there's no way. You're being dramatic. I was like, just let me do my thing.
It's just our mind took us there.
Yeah, I know. I usually don't go that far. That's usually the last thing on my mind, especially when it's something as mundane. I don't know if this is mundane. For me, it's mundane, but when it's something this simple that I do like almost every day,
yeah,
I'm like, never have I encountered this, not expecting it. So anyway, I think this guy was like trying to like sign language communicate to somebody who wasn't paying attention to him. Right. Because he starts playing with his gun, loading it in front of his window, open. So obviously you can see it. There's no glare or anything. McKenna said that she saw right in there, dude loading his gun.
Yeah.
Then
I didn't see that. I only saw like the window opening. Yeah. But
then he opens his door, comes out, starts waving his gun around. No words. Just gun around in the air. That's his gun in the air, waving around. And I'm like, so I'm not looking at this guy. I don't know. I'm not looking. Like this guy's got this. He's putting on this show for an audience that doesn't exist. I mean, maybe it's for McKenna.
He was putting on a show for McKenna and I, because we were both like when she first said that she saw it through the window, I was like, okay, you know, that's kind of weird. Like, whatever. So I looked and I was like, oh, he's back outside again. And like you said, he had the gun waving. So me and McKenna were like, I think this guy has some words to say to us. And
yeah, they were like, then things kind of escalated quite quickly. I ended up killing him. I'm just kidding. My gosh. That didn't happen. But just so you know, if anybody wants to pull up on me with a gun, I'm usually strapped, so just know that. But anyway, so this guy is waving his gun around, trying to make a big deal about us being there. My sister and my wife are like, this guy definitely has a gun right now.
100%. And you can see it.
And yeah, so then I look and I'm like, okay, that's a gun. And somewhere along the lines, they thought it was a shotgun. I looked at it, saw an assault rifle. In retrospect, it definitely was an assault rifle, but McKenna or someone said it was a shotgun.
I-
So then I was like, oh, it's a shotgun.
Well,
Which
yeah.
I'm not really that scared of shotguns, especially at that distance,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't change things. You know, it's still a gun. But
Yeah. I was just going off of what the guy said because
he said. So
well,
anyway, we'll get to that.
Okay,
So
okay,
the guy,
sorry.
the guy is like. So then I'm like, all right. I guess I should probably roll my window down and see what this guy has got to say. You know, just let him know that we're not his ops. You know, I'm not here to kill him. This is not an attack drone. It's not an FP. What do they call those drones? This is not a hunter killer drone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it doesn't have facial recognition. It doesn't have explosives.
Not a military drone.
It's not gonna kill him. But so I roll down my window. I'm just like, "What's up?" And he's like, I don't even remember what he said, but he was saying something, and then he was telling me to.
He said he doesn't feel comfortable with this situation.
He said something.
That's what he said.
He said something about not feeling comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely said he doesn't. I verbatim heard him say this. I don't feel comfortable with you being here, putting your drone on top of your car. It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And so I was like, I was thinking. My first thought was like, I don't understand how me having my drone in front of your house makes a difference if I'm like not in front of your house. Like if I'm like, I don't have to be in front of your house to fly the drone, which maybe that was the issue.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think that warrants a gun. I
Right.
think that warrants like a,
Just
hey,
a friendly talk.
hey, I'm a schizophrenic, please move. He could have said that. But anyway, maybe he does. Now that I think about it, that dude definitely has schizophrenia or something.
There's something.
But anyway, yeah. So I talked to him. I said I'm working. I said I'm supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing aerial photography for this land. We're like 500 feet away though, so I don't know what he heard or what made it, or
Right.
I couldn't really hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
But the dude definitely did not want to approach our vehicle.
Right.
And if he was, definitely he wasn't going to do it unarmed, which is a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my thing is, I've thought about this. My thing is, because I practice my, I don't know what amendment it is. I think it's the First Amendment. That's so bad. But I exercise the right to bear arms, and I usually have a gun. And so I've thought about, what happens if I have to use this gun. And my first thought is the first person who pulls their gun out, that person, like whoever pulls their gun out first, expect to die. So my thing is, if I pull my gun out, I need to expect that my life could end, because you never know. You never know what's going on. So this guy pulling a gun out first, if I wasn't so calm, I could have pulled my gun out, and we could have been on Donut Operator's channel in 6 months,
Yeah.
But I didn't want that,
No.
especially since his body language didn't really indicate to me that he was at that moment willing to fire.
Yeah,
I think
no.
he was more just concerned with people being on his property, especially since this is an area that there's not a lot of traffic. He lives kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But he lives off of a public road.
Right.
That's the thing.
He's like on the edge of the middle of nowhere.
I didn't have to jump gates or go down a crazy long driveway to get where I was.
Yeah.
So anyway, this guy, he was saying something about my drone. He was telling me to move. And I was just, and then, I just felt led to say, he was talking to us, and I was just like, is that a gun? Like, are you, like, is this real? Are you being serious right now? You just pull a gun out before know anything? I have 2 females and me in the car, and I have a drone. Like, what could you possibly be so afraid of? Like there was nothing aggressive about what we were doing. And if I was spying on his house, I could spy on his house from a mile away. I don't need to. How dumb would it be for me to investigate him on his property.
You know, he was paranoid for sure. There's something.
So I was like, this guy, someone wants to kill this guy because he was really nervous about it. And anyway, so I was like, is that a gun? And he goes, it can be. It can be. And I'm like, it's obviously a gun. What do you?
Maybe that's why.
And I can very clearly see that it was a gun.
Yeah.
But so anyway, my wife and Emma are basically screaming at me to like move at
McKenna,
this point.
your wife and McKenna, not your wife and Emma.
Whatever. You guys are. And they're basically screaming at me to move. And at this point, I was trying to just say like, you don't need to pull a gun on us. Mm-hmm. We're not doing anything like that. I felt comfortable saying that because he had his gun behind the door at this point in time, and because I think he was kind of realizing he's stepping into kind of like jail-worthy territory here,
right?
And so, so he had at this point in time he moved his gun behind his door and kind of like had it resting on his thigh, and so I didn't feel like we were like at that point in time I felt comfortable saying that. I didn't feel like I had to move. So I was like, you don't need to point it. You don't need to bring a gun out.
Right.
And so anyway, they were yelling at me. So I ended up just driving off with my drone on top of my car. Mm-hmm. But I just drove up the road and I finished the job. I got the job done.
Yes.
When you hire us at Ambition Film Company, we are locked in, risking the lives of my pregnant wife and sister for you to get your aerial photography. Book us now. Book us now.
What a good advertisement.
Yes.
That's funny. But yes, we...
In retrospect...
Oh, yeah.
I don't regret anything. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, I will say, if I genuinely felt like our lives were in danger, I would have driven off immediately. But at that point, his body language wasn't indicating... Yeah, I want to kill you.
There were. I don't know.
I was fine until my family started yelling at me, and then my adrenaline kind of spiked, and when your hands get a little shaky, because I was literally fine.
I wasn't feeling.
Their adrenaline was well past.
Yeah, no, my adrenaline was already through the roof because I could tell, like, just from his body language, and also watching Donut Operator. Thank you for that. My mind went to this guy could just randomly just shoot us like at the moment. Now thinking back, I probably overreacted for sure because he had the gun behind the door and he just was warning, but at the same time he could have just randomly shot us. You don't know, like it only takes like a second. So that's why I was like, we gotta move, we gotta go, I'm in line of fire. Yeah. So, and also because you had to talk to him from far away. Yeah, and there was I don't want any miscommunication, especially with a gun. Like, get me out of there.
I feel like most people, and I was in this position. This is where my mindset was at when I was when I bought a gun. I was really, thinking through this, and I felt like, I thought that the conclusion I came to was, if I'm ever in a situation where someone has a weapon, my immediate reaction should just be to get myself out of that situation and do whatever I need to do to ensure the survival of myself and maybe even the people around me. I say maybe because if you're not my family, I might leave you behind. Okay. Okay. I said it. It's out there.
Just so everybody knows, if you're in that situation, don't rely on
every man for himself, unless you're a client.
Yes, our clients.
That's different. Yeah, that's a different story.
Technically family at this point.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, so I don't even know what I was saying. Where were we at? What was I saying?
The reason you bought a gun.
Right. No, it wasn't the reason I bought a gun. I was thinking about this. I always, I think most people, especially women, maybe not so much for guys, but most people's reaction is to just get out of danger as fast as possible.
Definitely flight.
Which I thought about that, and I was like, should my reaction to be get out of danger as fast as possible? Most of the time, yeah. Because there's no way to de-escalate a situation like getting out of that situation. Right. So, this guy was tweaking, obviously, though. And so I was like, I don't know if I drive off if this guy was gonna like come after us, because if I had just driven off not explaining my presence, I felt like that could have resulted in him like checking the perimeter, making sure we left and things like that. So I just wanted to explain that we're not a threat, because his body language, although it came off very offensive, it was defensive, because he was concerned with our presence on his property.
Right.
Which
near,
I will
near
add, we were not on his property, but in his mind, on his property.
Right.
And so, so I was like, okay, he's just obviously taking things. He's obviously dramatic, but
or maybe I mean, who knows? Maybe he's been in a situation before where it was weird. So, but at the same time,
someone wants to kill this man.
Yeah, there's something. Something's there.
I might want to kill him now. Now
that's not
now
being put
that
in. Nope.
Now that he's done that, there's another person who might want to kill him. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
That's not being put
I
in.
don't want to kill him.
Nope.
but
I'm not letting that go out.
I don't
want
to kill him. You can't use this against me. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to kill him. We actually did not press charges. I did not. I did inform the police.
Yeah.
Because
that can't be happening.
I don't think that you should just get away with pulling a gun on an innocent group of people with no context. There was no context here. Like, the dude did not... He obviously saw there was a drone. That's not life-threatening stuff, you know? So, anyway, so I don't think you should be able to just get away with that. So I did inform the police. They're probably not... There's nothing they can really do except go to his house and just say, that guy that you pulled a gun on earlier called the police. But I just want them to be aware that this man might be someone that needs to be... They might need to keep an eye on this guy, but I didn't press charges. I'm not trying to create enemies, especially with someone that
no enemies.
Volatile.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Vero.
But yeah, so that's the story. That's the story of how someone pulled a gun on us.
Yeah.
While on the job.
Just doing a little real estate drone shoot.
Here, just so I can cut this up later. So there's the story. I'm trying to think of how to say this to where I can like make it a good clip.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah, that's the story of how someone pulled a gun on me at work. Technically.
And this is the story of how while I was working, a guy pulled a gun on me and my pregnant wife.
Too much.
Add the pregnant wife in there.
A guy killed my pregnant wife. Oh! No.
That's wrong clickbait.
No, we're not doing that. Anyway, Vero's got some crazies. Somebody...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Do you want me to elaborate?
You said, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to talk about
I'm not
this.
going to hold your hands right now. Your hands are sweaty.
About the guy in Point West. I don't know if you're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a guy in my old neighborhood where I used to live out there in Point West until I sold my house. No, I'm just kidding. I used to live there with my parents. And growing up, pretty safe neighborhood. I mean, we had our bike stolen, like... we had our bike stolen a couple times.
That actually surprises me in Point West.
Yeah, we had like a couple like petty thefts go on where like some guy, like someone would go in and just check car doors and see if they're open and like take stuff inside. And then we had someone just kind of porch thief kind of thing, which is, you know, the worst it got for Point West up until now. There was a 13-year-old boy who was absolutely massive for 13. This kid is 200 pounds. 200 pounds at 13. When I was 13, I don't even know if I was a fat kid, so maybe I did break 100, but I was not 200 pounds. But yeah, he was wearing a mask and
a camo shirt.
And a camo.
It was a blue camo.
The dumbest camo of camos.
It was blue
camo.
Yeah.
Blue and white.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the most obvious, like, I don't know. It cracks me up a little bit thinking that this kid was like oh, I gotta be stealthy. Let me put on my blue camo long sleeve sun shirt. Because it was one of those like
it looked like a fishing shirt.
it was a fishing shirt. But anyway, this kid's like, here, let me get real stealthy. Let me put on my blue camo. And he just starts running after these women in Point West.
I think it was like
and grabs them.
Like two. I don't know if they were the same
attempts.
night.
I don't know if they were the
maybe.
same night either, but there were 2 attempts. My nose is itchy so bad. Please, guys, don't judge me. It's just itchy.
The noise.
was it a gross
it
noise?
was just a squeaky squeaky.
All right, so yeah, there's 2 freaking attempted kidnappings in my home neighborhood, Point West, and yeah, it was kind of shocking. I had everybody uneasy. That just so happened to be the same day that my parents are out of town and my sister is at the house.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to sleep over there because she was scared. But we ended up agreeing that we can stay home. Don't judge me. I told her, I said, I will stay here.
Yeah.
I came to her rescue. I did. I did.
Almost. But then the neighbor actually.
Yeah, that's
a different story.
Anyway, but
she was more concerned because they said so the sheriff's office and Point West made a post just warning people to just stay inside, especially at night, because there were 2 attempted abductions.
Are we a news broadcasting podcast
I feel like
now? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, honestly, Vero News.
Vero News?
Yeah.
We better watch out, Vero News.
Coming after you.
No. But if you guys want some video stuff, I'll protect you. Because if you're my client, you're safe.
True.
And I get the job done.
Yep, you do.
Just tell me who it is.
You survived this job.
Tell me who and where.
But back to the story. I think she was just more scared of walking the dog alone at night by herself.
Yeah.
So she just
anyway
needed time to write.
The point we're making is what the heck is happening to Vero Beach? Vero Beach used to be small little, not really fishing town, but like small little town.
Orange town.
Little orange town.
Get some of that countryside citrus.
We used to like what happened ever since the agriculture fell apart.
You know what?
We need all of these crimes.
We need Doug.
We need Doug. Bring back the oranges. We need more oranges, Doug.
Plugging for agri.
Doug is a guy who does agriculture. So if you need agricultural stuff,
Mr. Doug,
for your farm, hit me up. I'll connect you with Doug. I don't know if you guys need that, but I wear his hat sometimes. You might see it. Agri Services.
Yeah, the last video. Or
a lot of people know what that hat is. Mm-hmm. Probably and because he has a huge family.
You got hooked up with a new hat eventually.
I didn't get it yet. Andrew, give me my hat. Anyway, so
back to the abduction.
Stop touching
story.
me, bro. I'm locked in right now, and you're distracting me.
But you're cute.
I'm locked in on the newscasting. Anyway,
should we talk about the weather?
No, weather's been terrible. Hurricane Dorian.
Nope. Beryl.
Hurricane Beryl has been wreaking havoc on my mom over in Jamaica. Jamaica's already a terrible place.
Those videos though look so beautiful that she sent.
They do. It's like when an ugly girl puts on makeup. Sorry, no one's ugly. We're gonna
get canceled before.
No one's ugly. No one's ugly, guys. Nobody.
What is it? Ugly is subjective. What did the hell? What did that video say?
That's true.
What did that video say that we watched today?
I don't know.
It wasn't me. I did quote. I was
Stop
quoting.
screaming in the mic. Attraction is subjective, but I've never heard anybody say it like that. You know, that's kind of the perfect comeback. If someone calls you ugly. Oh yeah, well that's just ugly is subjective.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Dude, that's the weirdest way of saying that. But yeah, so
I think I meant the first whatever you said before I said that.
I'm under the impression Jamaica sucks. Every story I heard about Jamaica, someone's getting killed or almost getting killed. But so it already sucks, and then they get hit by barrel basket.
That's
exactly what I was thinking. But my mom and my stepfather Ricky decide to kick it down there.
Mm-hmm. While all of this is happening,
they have the whole country to themselves right now. No one's there. They sent me videos. There's
Nobody's
not a single
there.
person. They have everything to themselves. I'm like, their trip must have cost. They must have paid them to go to Jamaica. There's that little people there. Obviously not real, but
right.
No one's there. Probably because barrel. I don't even know how their airplane made it there.
I don't know.
But, yeah. So anyway, what the heck happened to Vero? Too many people. We got too many people. Too many of them coming here. I grew up here. If you came here, if you moved to Vero in the last 3 years, I'm sorry, you need to leave. Just leave.
Not our clients. Not our clients. Yeah, we love our clients.
If you pay me money, you can stay in Vero.
Oh my
if
gosh.
you give me your money, you can stay in Vero. But if that's not the case, leave.
No.
Just go. Just get out. There's too many. There's not enough room. What the tracking station is gone.
Oh my gosh,
it's not there anymore.
it is gone.
What happened? That was my favorite place.
I know. It looks
Really?
crazy now.
You know, because that wasn't my favorite place.
Well, I was just
What do you mean? You know, I just
was a
lied to
pretty
you,
place.
and you agreed.
Don't make me look like a
Do
bad
you really
wife.
know me? Do you really know
Do you
me?
really know me?
How about this? Where is my favorite place?
Casey's.
One of them.
Cheetah
Bed. No, but yeah. So I don't know what happened to Vero, but there's a lot of crime going on. I
Yeah.
hope to God we don't end up like Dade County.
I don't think
Dade's
so.
crazy.
I don't think so.
I don't think we will, but you know.
I mean, if so, then we must be pretty far gone at that point.
That'll only happen if we don't get the oranges back.
The oranges is what's saving us.
Anyway, so
I have a story.
sure,
Okay.
go for it.
So something awesome today. How should I start this?
You guys like me wiping my
So-
nose in the mic? Can you hear that?
I
So
went
itchy.
to a birth class today, a labor birth class.
Yeah, so
and-
let's go ahead and why don't we give some people some context into where we're at in our life right now?
Okay.
I feel like,
Should I introduce myself?
no.
I had to introduce myself in the class, and every time I feel like I do that, I get really awkward. So I'm like, my name's Emma.
Like you're a drug.
Yeah. I was like, my name's Emma. I'm having a girl. And she's like, how many weeks pregnant are you? I was like, let me count. 27 and a
6.
half.
6.
Oh.
Anyway,
I don't get it.
it's fine.
it went.
No, yeah, it's totally fine. So Emma's pregnant. We said that before.
Yes.
We told you guys. We warned you.
Yep.
We warned you. Rewind all the way back to the beginning. Listen all the way up to now. You'll hear. You'll hear. I warned you. I said this episode is not gonna be. I don't remember what I said, but it was something along the lines
Well,
of.
this is.
It's something. Please, woman. I said something along the lines of it's not going to be a crazy serious episode. I don't know
Right.
why I'm so jittery right now. I promise I don't do drugs, but oh my god, that was so loud. That was so loud. That's not. You could have done that directly into the mic, dude. That sounded like it was
Can I
right in
blame
there.
that's the baby?
No, so. This episode, don't expect any serious kind of content right here for this one. Just kind of, we're just having fun.
Kind of just a deeper dive
just
and
having
look
fun.
into our lives.
I almost died today. That story about the gun happened today. That was today.
So
I need to get it off my
thank
chest.
goodness for just content came our way. You know, we didn't really have to.
Dude, I don't know why, but I did not understand a single thing that you just said.
Because, you know, in the beginning, how we're like, we're a day late.
Now I understand.
Oh, okay.
But I thought you were saying like, I don't know. It just sounded like it was not English.
Oh.
So like I literally didn't understand what you said. Now I understand because it just took me a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we got some free content. I didn't know what we were gonna talk about on this freaking podcast today. We're late.
We were
super late. And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know.
It's 10:52 right
10:52. I was like, I don't even know what we're gonna talk about. Like
today, honestly.
And then
was
someone
a
pulled a
day.
gun on me, and my first thought was, awesome
Podcast content.
great. No, that's not what happened. But anyway, everybody's pregnant right now.
Yes.
What's up with that? Why is everyone pregnant all the time? Every time I look, someone's pregnant. I'm getting scared. I'm like, maybe
we
I'm
fell into that category.
Everyone's
of
pregnant right now.
Pregnant.
Everyone's pregnant. I'm getting scared. I'm like, what happens if I look at someone and they're not pregnant, but I think they are because everybody's pregnant right now? What then?
Don't say anything to them about
Oh my
if
God.
you think they're pregnant.
Emma missed the perfect opportunity the other day. Somebody came up to her in public. She's at that point where people assume she's pregnant.
Right, because I'm like showing and definitely have popped.
She's got the equivalent of a
beer belly,
45-year-old beer belly.
Oh my
dad.
gosh, it was pretty like.
God, you just spit directly into my mouth. I hope you could pick that up on camera, but that was straight for me, dude. Calm down, dude.
I can't.
What's
You're
going on
making
with
me
you?
sweat.
What's going on right now?
I don't know.
Someone
It's
give
my
you-
shirt.
Someone give you some red dye?
I think it's the hour in the night where it's like you get like the zoomies.
No.
No, yeah.
Get out of here. Finish
For
your
me.
story.
Okay.
Nobody wants to
What
hear
was
us
my-
ramble on this
What
much.
was my story?
I don't know.
Oh,
It was your story.
No, it was your story.
Oh, shoot. Go.
But through my
Ready,
eye.
set, go.
Okay, TJ Maxx.
Oh,
This lady
I thought it was at Walmart.
came up to me and Jake said I missed the perfect opportunity, but the first question she asked me was, when are you due? Is it a
Random
girl? Do you know what it
female.
is? Yeah, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, people finally can see that I'm not just like,
Yeah, you're at that stage where
Like-
like you're proud of your belly.
yeah, I'm proud because
It's not like
it's growing
it's
a
not
baby.
like people look at you and they can't tell.
Tell,
Because
right?
when they can't
'Cause
tell, that's super
really,
degrading.
It's really awkward
It's
as
like,
well.
dang, I just feel like I'm just a fat person.
Yeah.
Can't relate, but anyway.
But moving on. So basically, I was telling Jake about this, and I was like kind of excited. I was like, that was like my first
Yeah,
experience
how
with somebody. Like,
special.
I don't know.
So
like,
special that somebody assumed you're pregnant. Love
okay,
it.
yeah.
What a
well,
special
I mean,
moment.
everything was. So
You're
I'm
officially
just,
that big. I'm sorry.
Thank you. But I feel it. I can feel it. But so basically, I told Jake this story out of excitement for some reason, just because somebody
I'm
was
trying to
talking
understand
about it.
why you're excited.
Because it's taken like 7 months. I don't know. I'd rather just somebody look at me and be
You're
like, "Oh, you're
looking-
pregnant," instead of, "Oh, you're
looking
a little
forward to
extra
being
bloated."
That big.
No, I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. As long as it's a healthy baby, I'm fine.
I don't know what you're looking forward to or what you're excited about. With
I'm
that
excited for
story. But anyway,
having the baby.
can we get to the point?
Yes. So finish the rest.
I thought that was the perfect opportunity. We talked about this. From now on, she's doing this.
Yeah.
So
I
if you see
guess.
her in public, say, "Oh my gosh, are you pregnant? How far along are you? Do it. It's gonna be great." So So I'm telling her she should have just went. What are you talking about? No. Oh my gosh, it would have been so funny, dude. Oh man, you missed it, dude.
I
You missed it so
know.
hard.
I needed to just
It would have
commit
been
to
so
that.
funny. Just whip out your phone, start recording.
I'm
What?
not gonna be one of those
No,
people.
don't do that.
No.
But it would have been so funny if you did that. That's what I would do if I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. If I was pregnant, I would absolutely
You would
be doing that.
mess with people.
It'd be
That's
good.
funny.
It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's pregnant right now. So
Yeah. I was gonna.
funny story.
Yeah. I want to hear
What
it.
were you gonna say?
I was gonna, cause going back full circle, I was gonna talk about how we had the birthing classes today, and it was pretty awesome that you were
wanted to
in
talk
there.
about that.
That you were in there
Yes.
and like learning, and he learned how to do some.
Very charismatic teacher.
She's awesome.
I don't know if charismatic is the right word, but
She's very passionate.
very lots of energy, this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And basically took a lot of info, but it was also really good that like you were there because you learned to help me like how to get through contractions when they happen, labor, breathing techniques. She taught us how to she taught him, I guess, how to give me a good foot rub. No, I was just saying.
Dude, I thought you were like taking this to a point, or
no, I was
you're just happy I was there. Well,
I was really
guys.
happy.
There you go. I guess you guys should have known that Emma's happy that I went to a birthing class.
Yeah, because it also brought a lot of anxiety down for me knowing that somebody else knows how to help me get through that when my mind is just focused on getting this baby out.
Something that's funny about that birthing class, I'm so happy I went just because I love the lady who is teaching. She's so funny. But she, oh my gosh, she's just so funny, dude. She's just such a funny individual, in a good way. You know, I really enjoyed it. I was smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
And she does tell you to smile at her.
She does. She says that. I don't know. It kind of makes me not want to do it when you tell me to.
It's because she has her opinions, and if you don't agree with her opinions, you smile.
So she's like talking about there really is a lot to the whole labor part that I didn't understand. I didn't know that she's saying that you're most likely going to go into labor at 2 a.m. I guess, which is common. I don't know.
And I don't know
unless you're induced, but he's like, you're probably going into labor at 2 a.m. 30 days before your pregnancy, or 34 weeks. I don't know. How many days was it?
Whoa.
X amount of days before.
34 weeks is almost a whole pregnancy.
That didn't occur to me until just now. That's a long time.
It is.
34 weeks is, what's that, like 90 days? I'm just kidding. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid.
You're not. It's just 11 o'clock at night.
Don't think I'm dumb.
I don't think you're dumb. Listen, it doesn't matter if they think you're dumb.
All I just heard was they think you're dumb.
I said it doesn't matter if they think you're dumb.
It was a joke. Anyway.
Still.
You gotta like, I guess you gotta like.
I don't know where
English?
you're going with this.
English? Where'd you go? Hello?
Out the window.
English. So I didn't realize there's so much that went into that. She's saying that X amount of days before your due date, you gotta have like a bag packed
4 weeks.
Full. 4 weeks.
Maybe she was saying
days.
at 36 weeks.
That's what she said. I didn't mean 36 weeks. I wouldn't. I see. I'm not dumb.
You're not.
I'm not.
Maybe that's where
I thought
the
it was
connection
a joke,
was.
but I'm not dumb. Anyway.
Dude.
Don't touch me. I don't consent. I didn't consent to that. You have to request.
Okay.
I know we're married, but
you're touching.
You can never. You can never be too safe.
Right.
Get away. I'm just joking. Anyway, what was I saying?
36 weeks.
What is this fuzzy
the hospital
thing on
bag.
my foot?
It's my
slippers.
Yeah, it's my slippers.
All right, so you gotta have this bag. I've been on this bag for so long. God, let me get through this.
Okay.
Please.
I'm helping you.
They're dying to know about the bag.
I kind of just gave it away.
They want to know the bag. What's in the bag?
What's Pocky?
Oh my God, man. I feel so bad if I'm not at that point to where I really know how this audio is yet. So when I scream, I don't know if it's just obliterating.
I mean,
ears.
I screamed like a lot. Okay, but moving on.
Let's get through this bag story. My gosh, man. Put your pinky down. Get out of here. All right. So.
Do you know what the bag is?
She's like, so. Oh my God, dude. Go. Ready, set, go.
Okay. Well, your bag you're talking about is what to pack in your hospital bag. I know.
This is my story.
But you couldn't remember the name of what the bag is. So I just say hospital bag. Okay, ready, set, go.
All right. Hospital bag. You need a hospital bag.
Hospitality.
36 weeks into your pregnancy, maybe 30 days before your pregnancy.
Before your
How many,
pregnancy?
what is
do
a
you
normal
know?
pregnancy term? What is a normal pregnancy?
They say 9 months, but it could go to 10 months,
Okay,
technically.
I'm at that point in my life where I only know weeks.
42 weeks.
Okay.
It's like the longest,
So
I think.
I'm right.
That you...
So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
how
what this
it
weird
works.
tension is that I feel with you right now.
I don't know the weird tension. That's
I'm
just you.
God, I want to get through this backstory bad.
Can I help?
No, stop.
Let me help you with
Let
something.
me talk about the bag.
Give me your eye.
X.
Give me your eye.
No.
You have a thing in your eye.
Simon Cowell.
Fine.
You're not going to Hollywood. I think that's the voice. But anyway, it's not. So
Right
this
here.
bag.
Thank you. I don't want you to be embarrassed.
Guys,
That's what I'm here for.
if you've made it this far, please.
Thank you.
I am a professional. I'm a professional. Don't view me differently.
You can view me differently. It's too late.
I risked my life for your real estate photos, okay? You.
Okay, let's talk about this bag.
So this bag, okay? This bag, I didn't understand that there's so many things that you... Honestly, I kind of hate the bag. She's like, the lady's like, all right, what? She's like, we need when your wife's pregnant and she's about to go into labor, you need a bag. What's in the bag? I'm like, what is this, a game show? I gotta guess what's in this bag. Just tell me what's in the bag. And she's asking us, what's in the bag?
Everybody was like,
I'm
oh,
like, a brand new car. No.
You know what my answer was?
3 changes of clothes for the guy, because apparently I have to help you get into a shower 3 times.
Because labor is long, and she's saying...
This is not educational, okay?
Okay, fine.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
She was just saying labor is long, especially for your first one. That during contraction, sometimes what helps is pressure, like reliever from... You can either take a shower or especially like a bath. I guess, like sit in a bath. Like with the, I don't remember, like a jacuzzi tub. I couldn't think of the name.
You panicked. Holy crap, dude.
So that's why
Holy
that's why
crap.
she was like, bring 3 changes of clothes, because you're gonna have to she wants you to be involved and help with any, like, just help with relieving.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn. Sorry, it wasn't that educational.
No, I was just that was great. That was good. That was awesome. I loved that.
Yeah.
Yes. That was great.
Okay.
I feel like this is awkward.
Do you want me to get the hospital bag
Do you
sheet?
ever-
Because I
Listen,
have what to bring. Oh, that was awkward.
We're how many years are we into our marriage currently? 3, 2,
It's gonna be...
2, 1.5, 2.
Is it gonna be 2?
I don't know.
No, Jax is gonna be 3. Is September gonna be 3 years?
I don't know. But let's just round up to 3. We're about...
That's crazy!
Wow, oh my god.
I want a good gift.
We're 3 years into our marriage,
Just kidding.
and it still gets awkward sometimes.
You gave me a baby.
We're still awkward. Like, I don't think, usually at some point,
You know who's awkward?
I feel like you make it past the awkward stage. I feel like we're still awkward
I'm
sometimes.
not awkward.
Like, sometimes we're in the car. I'm
You
just
can
like,
handle the
sometimes we're
awkward.
in the car and it's quiet. I'm just like,
So-
I'm just like, hey,
What'd you do today? That I was
What
with you all day?
if I ham sandwich in a BLT were in a fight, who do you think would win? Don't answer that. Definitely BLT.
I kind of spaced out for a second.
But I just feel like, no. Obviously, that's not true.
Yeah.
Ham would win. No.
Ham and cheese.
We're not awkward together still, but
No.
it's funny
You
because
can make other people awkward.
even, yeah, definitely you. even
Rude.
well into our marriage, there's still some points like it's fun, you know, but it's like laugh like it can be awkward sometimes, you know.
Feel it?
Not really. I don't think there's anything I could do that would be awkward now.
No. Seen it all.
You didn't need to say that. You know, we could have finished this episode without you saying that.
Oh.
So
That doesn't need to be put in.
do you think I want to edit this like that? I have AI editing this right now. I don't want to go through and look for that.
No, you're itchy.
Anyway.
Okay, back to this hospital bag. So
No,
3 pairs of clothes, chopstick.
No, we don't need to stay on that. But
No.
she was like, we need 3 pairs of clothes, food, hot dogs, sucker.
She did make a good point of packing sandwiches for you because I'm going to be
For
through
me.
active labor for like 8 hours and you're not going to have food. So
What I was
need
going to
bring you
say,
food.
though, what I was going to say earlier, which this is a good story.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Way better than your bag story that started out as my
Sorry.
story, but then you commandeered my story, then I got it back.
Yeah,
I feel like Dave Portnoy, but with this story.
That was a pretty bad story.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're just talking about our
Life.
lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very adventurous,
No,
especially today.
not really.
Just today.
Just today.
That's sad.
Anybody
That's
else?
not sad.
Anybody else out there living completely normal lives? Are we the only ones?
Maybe.
No.
Actually, no, because there was a fire across the street.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Most people live normal lives. So how about that? Catch me outside.
What is a normal life?
We don't need to get philosophical on this episode.
Moving on.
I was gonna say everyone's pregnant, and Emma likes to watch other people's experience being pregnant. She likes to watch YouTube videos of other women who are pregnant, going through that same stage, like maybe their same weeks, or you know, maybe she's curious about people's experience in labor. So she'll go. She's on the internet. She's on the YouTubes. She's on the YouTubes, and she's watching people be pregnant. And there's this one person in particular that she was watching, and it's crazy because she's been watching this person for I don't even know how long, like a few weeks.
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't like...
At least
I didn't watch too many videos.
At least a couple days.
Yes, for sure. At least a couple days.
Which definitely is not that crazy anymore.
Well, right.
But she's been watching this lady.
She was in a lot of just different videos that whenever I was doing research, she would kind of just like pop up because she was just vlogging her pregnancy experience. So
Right, because that's a whole niche right now. If you're pregnant, start vlogging.
Oh my gosh.
They're getting views on that.
Yeah.
But she was watching this lady, and just it's crazy how small the world is.
Yeah.
Like this lady, she's watching her labor video, and Emma's looking at the background of this video, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's Vero."
Yeah, I was like,
She's been
I
watching
recognize
this
that
lady's
spot.
video.
There's no way.
She's been watching this lady's video, these videos, and turns out they live in Vero Beach,
Yeah.
which is just the funniest thing to me that you were watching someone on YouTube and turns out they live in
here.
your hometown.
Yeah.
So she lives in Vero, guaranteed, because I don't know her husband, but I know who her husband is. So I see her husband in the video, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that guy lives here now. So long story short, I like how I just told a long story. I'm like, now I'm gonna make it short after I just made you listen to the long part. So this guy grew up, went to school with one of my friends, Matt. Matt kept following him on social media, whatever. This guy started making videos in high school, got some views, and he's got like almost 2 million on YouTube right now. Guy moves to Hawaii, comes back to Florida, I guess, to start a family. I don't really know. I don't know if that's why, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, yeah. I was just like, that's so crazy that like this random female that Emma found on YouTube just happens to be pregnant at the same time. Well, obviously that's not that crazy.
But like in Vero.
just like in Vero, that is
and
wild.
Delivered at the hospital, one of the hospital choices that like I have. Cause like,
yeah, she might give birth to our child at the same place.
yeah, so it was really cool to actually like, cause then I'm like, oh my gosh, so like if I go to this hospital, it's kind of the same experience. Like how the nurses and stuff like treat you, cause you know like every labor and delivery is gonna be different. But what I'm just saying is it was cool to see somebody actually there.
Right.
And seeing how their experience went. Because then it helps me decide if I want to go there or another place.
Right. So we had fun with that. You know, we're watching the people on YouTube with their pregnancies. A lot of our friends right now are pregnant. One of our friends just had their baby, and it was
he's so cute.
it was crazy. I talked to her husband. I think I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
His wife.
I'm scared for you, but I'm scared for me. And I know that might be like, oh my gosh, Jake, you're worried about yourself? She has to push a watermelon through her crotch. Yeah, I'm scared. I have to watch that. I have to see that. And I can't do anything to comfort you.
Yeah.
I mean, at the class today, apparently
actually
foot massages and back massages like the best thing, I guess. But that's it. That's all I got. That's it. That's all.
And ham sandwiches. Help
And
you
a
get through that.
PB&J. But I'm scared. And because listen, the blood thing, I'm not squeamish, but
I feel like if
I don't
it's
know
a lot,
if I'm ready for that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we should vlog it.
In this meeting we had, the labor meeting, I felt like I didn't sign up for this, but I feel like they're giving me all this responsibility. They're like, you gotta do this and you gotta do that and you gotta ask this nurse for this and you gotta do that. And I'm like, what? I didn't know all that was the thing. What I gotta what now?
Right.
I gotta throw sandwiches at her while she's pushing my baby through?
I gotta throw sandwiches at you. But, I think it was really good for you to know that, because even like the lady was saying, normally even after birth or during birth, the whole process, my brain is gonna be it's gonna be off. I'm not gonna be able to focus on anything else but just
voice crack.
getting through that. And so, it's also a big thing, just so you know, and can feel like you're helping me get through that instead of making it more complicated and I get angry, because I don't want that. I would hate that.
Well, anyway, thank you for tuning into this episode of Ambition Alcove. Definitely a different flavor of video today. Let me know what you think.
Real.
Let me know what you think. Did that guy have the right to display his firearm for us? Do you think that was okay? And let me know. Do you think there was another thing I was gonna ask? I don't remember anymore.
Are you pregnant?
Are you pregnant as well? Just so when I see you, I don't accidentally say, "Are you pregnant?" Anyway. Let me know what you think, and thanks for tuning in. If you even made it this far, all one of you.
It's impressive. Thank you.
But anyway, peace out. We'll catch you in the next one next week. I think I will have a guest on, so Emma will be gone for next episode, unless there's a conflict of schedule. Then she'll be back.
Woo!
Woo! Let me know what you thought about this style of podcast. Should we keep doing more like this, or do you guys like more serious ones? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This has been the longest outro ever. Bye.